2014.
Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is National Pickle Day and Silent Reading Day.
Your lunch options for today are chicken nuggets and Big Uncrustable.
Your sides for today are corn and fresh veggie tray.
In today's news, NFL David Bora is struggling after an NFL injury that ended his career.
We report that Netflix released a teaser that the singer Selena Quintanilla will have a Netflix series, and the actress will be Christina Sturtis from The Walking Dead.
In other news, Pele Philippe watch has been sold over $31 million at a charity auction, which was hosted by Switzerland by Christie's.
Now to Jessica with sports and weather.
Thank you, Diana and Paige. Today's weather will be a high of 38 degrees with a low of 19 degrees. Today will be warmer than the last 2 days, along with a 72% chance of humidity and a 10% chance of rain. Trials for cheerleaders who want to cheer for wrestling and girls basketball will be on November 18th through 20th. Swimming and diving tryouts will hold a call-out meeting on November 20th in the LGI room at 4 p.m. after school for all interested students. This is a tryout, not a meeting. Tryouts will be December 4th. Wrestling will call a call-out for boys interested in wrestling on December 2nd and begin practice right after the meeting. Girls basketball tryouts will be December 5th, 10th, and 12th. Again, 5th, 10th, and 12th. Also, tonight our boys 8th grade basketball will play against Fishers AB at 5:30 at Fishers AB. 7th grade basketball will play here, home of the Bruins. Good luck to our Bruins tonight. Today's celebrity birthday is Francisco Lindor, who currently plays for the Cleveland Indians. Now back to our anchors.
Thank you, Jessica.
Dine to Donate will be in Donatos on Sunnyside Road tonight. Ask your parents for a pizza night and help earn money for our school.
Last night, our 7th grade academic pianist team won a hard-fought victory over Raymond Park, a final score with 26 to 25. The top scorer at Belzer was Abigail Terrian, who also scoring for Belzer were Savannah Nobles, Bolzan Vixen, Nicholas Williams, and Lena Marcus. Great jobs, Bruins. I'm sorry if I pronounced any names wrong.
Students, remember to wear your IDs at all times.
For silent reading today, please read 4 to 9 pages of your Learn More magazine.
The quote of the day is by Brian Tracy, saying that leaders never use the word failure. They look upon setbacks and learning experiences.
Today's random fact is that in 2015, a Canadian man was arrested after taping more than 100 balloons to a garden chair and flying over the city of Gallery.
Today's celebrity birthday is Lynn Bosey, who is a rapper.
Here's today's joke of the day. What kind of bagel can fly?
I don't know what.
A plain bagel.
Now to Mr. Archer with the rest of the morning announcements.
Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. I wanted to take this morning to make just a follow-up announcement about yesterday. Yesterday at the beginning of 5th period, I was on the PA system and talking to the entire building, teachers and students, about expectations in the hallway. I want to follow up, first of all, because we at Belzer always make sure that we take time to celebrate the positives. I was very, very pleased with what I saw during 6th period passing period and also the passing period before 7th period. That is the expectation that I have for every single passing period throughout the school year. Since the first day of school, 7th graders, and since the first day of school last year for 8th graders, we have had 3 basic expectations when you're in the hallway. 1 is that you walk and stay to the right. 2 is that you keep your hands to yourselves. And 3 is that you talk to your friends in an appropriate voice for being inside a building, inside a school building. So again, walking on the right, hands to yourself, and speaking at an appropriate volume. Yesterday, when I came on the PA system, it was because I was seeing a large number of students who were not meeting those expectations. Students were running, pushing and shoving. Some were screaming. I want you to know, as I mentioned yesterday, that behavior will not be tolerated at Belzer Middle School. One of my biggest jobs that I have as principal is to keep this building safe. And when students are running and pushing and shoving and screaming, it creates a situation that is unsafe. If you don't believe me, yesterday we had 6 students who visited the clinic, 3 of whom had to be sent home and checked out by their family doctor due to injuries that they sustained when they were knocked over or stepped on or bumped into as a result of some of this hallway behavior. So when I tell you that the behavior that you're performing, some students, is unsafe, this is what I'm talking about. One of my biggest jobs as principal, as I started to say, is to keep this building safe, and I will do that. I've made my expectations very clear for all students over and over and over again, and students who choose not to meet those expectations are also going to be choosing those consequences that come with those choices. There are some students who are not at school today and who will not be at school tomorrow based on their behaviors yesterday. I also want to talk about hall sweeps. The purpose of our hall sweeps, guys, we've been having way too many students that are tardy to class, particularly yesterday, and we also have students who are possibly going from room A108 to room A106. And instead of just going to that classroom like they're supposed to and sitting down like they're supposed to, they are wandering, roaming, walking, causing issues that we don't need. And so what I want to make sure everybody understands is that 5 minutes is enough time to get to class. We've tested it from end to end of the building. You can get there in 5 minutes. So we are going to continue to do hall sweeps today. The difference between yesterday and today is today I'm not going to tell students which periods we will be conducting those hall sweeps. It could be first period. It could be third period. It could be seventh period. But we will be doing, at a minimum, 2 hall sweeps today. If you are caught in a hall sweep, that means you don't get to class on time. Teachers are going to close their doors like they did yesterday, and we will walk the halls, bathrooms, all the different places, and shuffle all those students to the cafeteria. You will then meet with me, and we'll discuss your consequences. My suggestion to you again, students, are very, very simple. Go to class on time. Walk on the right. Keep your hands to yourselves, and keep your voice at an appropriate level. I wanted to make sure I reinforced those expectations again this morning, so there is no question about what we expect from you here at Belzer. Please make sure you're making good choices. I want to give you the rest of the time to read your Learn More magazine. Please make it a great day. Thanks, guys.